This is Drizzle.
On tonight's programme, child safety seats. Are you putting your kids in danger?
Find out if Penny's rally preparation is a thumping success.
But first, banish the winter blues and start dreaming of the summer with our completely impractical weekend sports cars.
From the darkness and midst of time emerged a bug-eyed mud skipper called the Lotus 7 that went on to thrill generations of motoring maniacs and lives on as a caterum.
From this evolved the Lotus Elise, a more advanced creation but with the same spirit of adventure.
Then unexpectedly from the same mould came the VX220, so similar to the Elise it could have been cloned but with a Vauxhall badge. And tonight on Driven we ask, which one of these weekend sports cars can take its rightful place as the best of the bunch?
For the new Elise, Lotus went back to its customers to find out how the old model could be improved. And the result is a more practical, easy to live with car. Importantly, with handling that's not so twitchy on the limit. So, it might be a bit more civilised, but has the Elise gone soft, I wonder?
I was rather taken by the VX220 when I drove it last summer, not least because it shares some of its DNA with the Lotus. Underneath, though, it's a heavily modified Elise, and inside it's got a lot more creature comforts and, of course, that lovely 2.2-litre Vauxhall engine. It does make you wonder, though, if Lotus have shot themselves in the foot by selling their best trade secrets to a direct competitor.
There's none of that cloak and dagger stuff with this car. Caterham owners are a faithful bunch, and if you buy one of these, it guarantees lifelong membership to a fanatical club of motoring lunatics. The Caterham originally started life in 1957 as the Lotus 7, and you can build one yourself. But these days, they come with catalytic converters, 16-valve, and even fuel injection. But don't let that put you off. This is the closest thing you'll get to driving a motorbike with 4 wheels. Up front is the same engine that sends the Lotus Elise down the road, but in this car, it takes it from 0 to 60 in under 6 seconds. Woohoo! Flaps down, take off!
Later on, we'll see which one of these motorised roller skates is the most practical, or the least impractical, depending on how you look at it. But first, here's the real reason most people buy these cars. Gentlemen, start your engines.
Lots of people buy cars like these for track days, race events open to the public at circuits across the UK. So for our first round in the Driven 100, we're going to see how well our 3 stripped-down sports cars can handle the track.
Yep, we're going to have our very own 2-lap race around the Stowe circuit at Silverstone. And Mike, I see you've bagged pole position. Where's my car?
Penny, you're a rally driver, so you're back there.
Oh, cheers, mate.
Where's my car then?
You'll need these.
What, all the way back there, Brewer?
You're a touring car driver and you've got to give us a chance. Right, may the best driver win. Come on then, let's get on with it. Performance-wise, these cars are pretty well matched, but they all have different handling characteristics. And on this test track, we aim to find out which of our Sportsters is the most rewarding to drive. But none of us are taking the competitive element too seriously. Are we, guys?
Go! Oh, and we're off!
Instantly, there's a problem putting down the traction in this car. Turn in, oh, understeer, lots of understeer, and I've overshot the corner. Whoa!
Mike is all over the shot. I'm just going to play it a little bit carefully. And he's off the track and I'm oversteering all over the place.
Now we don't want to go any too late on the brakes, otherwise we're going to run wide, which we're doing. I reckon I'm going to have a chance with Penny down here.
Jason's mate coming up so fast behind me.
And here we come, we've got down the inside of Penny. Whoops. Hi there. Right, we've got to set off after Mike now.
Down on the accelerator, on the brakes, and stamping on the brakes, turn in. Now you've got to remember, this car weighs 550 kilograms, which is about as much as a bag of crisps. Turn in, come on, you little... It just understeers all over the place. So you have to get on the loud pedal. And I've got Jason right behind me already. Jason looks like he's going to get a rise on me.
And we've got him. He's blown it. He's gone wide. Look at the power he's got. But he hasn't got the handling or the braking ability. So we'll...
Oh, he's done me on the inside.
I'm so worried Mike's going to spin in front of me. He's got a right tank slapper on.
Well, we're going to win the race. Well done.
Stop blubbing, Brewer. There are no real losers here. All three of these cars are brilliant on the track. The Caterham's a hoot if brute force and oversteer are to your taste, and there's nothing in it between the more advanced mid-engine designs from Lotus and Vauxhall. The Elise has slightly sharper steering, but the VX220's got ABS, which will stop the brakes locking up in the wet. Both have great gearboxes and fantastic chassis, which offer predictable and controllable oversteer on the limit. Buy any of these, take them on a track day, and you'll have the time of your life. Guaranteed.
Gone are the days when we all used to loll around on the backseat of mum and dad's car. In the mid-60s, child seats were introduced. 35 years on, and today's parents confidently strap in their youngsters, believing their child to be safe. However, there are 16,000 children injured in car accidents every year. And even with a child restrained in a car, there is still a 75% chance of being seriously injured or killed in a 30-mile-an-hour crash. It's not enough just to buy your little ones a car seat. You've got to get it fitted properly, and that's not as easy as you'd think. Independent research shows that 80% of child seats are not installed correctly, and 90% of parents admit they have problems fitting the seats. Instructions that are difficult to follow can lead to incorrect routing of the seatbelt around the child seat. A common mistake is to rest the frame of the child seat against the belt buckle rather than above it. This can cause buckle crunching, and under impact the belt buckle may shatter and release the child seat. Loose adult belts are a major problem which allow the child seat to move around. And finally, a loose harness within the child seat can be disastrous in an accident.
To see just how serious these problems really are, I've got with me Chris Patience from the AA. He's a child safety expert, and we're going to conduct our own little survey in this supermarket car park.
This seat really is too loose. It was fitted correctly, but not correctly for this particular car. That seat really isn't tight enough in the car.
Are you shocked at what you've just seen?
Yeah.
It's just all over the place.
And sideways. That's one of the best child seats I've seen.
Oh my God. And I'm hardly pulling it at all.
Chris, I'm really horrified by what we've just seen. Is this normal?
It's disappointing, but I'm not surprised. We've done similar checks in the past, and it's quite typical to find 8 out of 10 seats misfitted. 3 out of those 10 seats seriously misfitted, and we've seen much the same today.
Yeah, they're really grim statistics, but why are we getting it so wrong?
I think a lot of responsibility lies with the car seat manufacturers. Firstly, they need to make sure that their instruction manuals are a lot clearer to read. They need to make sure that the car seats are really simple to fit, and also they need to make sure that those people in the shops who are selling their car seats know how to fit them, and they can advise parents buying car seats on how to fit them properly in their car. And also, finally, the most important point is that the car seat is right for the make and the model of their car.
What we need is a universal standard. In the US, new safety regulations come into force in 2002, and they'll ensure that every single child car seat is compatible with every model of new car. A standard latch system on each car seat attaches to a universal buckle on every car, and that makes them much easier to fit.
The British equivalent is called Isofix, ironically much like the original bucket seats developed back in the 60s. Attached directly to the car bodywork using special fixings makes it almost impossible to fit incorrectly.
Unfortunately, the system is still in its infancy. Currently, if you walk into a retailer to buy an Isofix seat, you can't because they're vehicle-specific and only available in some new cars. If you want one, you're going to have to order one directly through your car manufacturer.
But the European crash testing body has shown that there are still problems with this system. In the UK, they're currently only available with 2 fixing points, whereas to be completely safe, they should have 3.
At the moment, the car manufacturers and the seat manufacturers are battling it out amongst themselves to see who'll take responsibility for these modifications, and we'll let you know the outcome. But as most of us drive second-hand cars, the Isofix system is unlikely to become the norm for 5 or 6 years. So in the meantime, all we can do is make sure that our child seats are fitted properly.
There are hundreds of child seats and each one has to be fitted differently depending on which car it's going into, so we can't show you the right way to fit your seat. But if you're worried, here is what you can do. Read the manufacturer's instruction book. It sounds obvious, but it will help you if you follow it. Phone the manufacturer of your seat. They should be willing to help you. All have helplines and some may send a representative to check the seat in person. Contact a road safety officer via your local council. They'll be able to advise you.
And if you're looking to buy a new car seat, make sure you do as much research as you can before hitting the shops. Again, contact your road safety officer via your local council. They'll give you unbiased advice on what car seat best fits your car. When you go to a retailer, make sure they're trained in seat fitting and make sure they show you how to fit the car seat properly in your car. There's more useful information on our website, forcar.co.uk.
That's forcar.co.uk. Bag yourself a ringside seat and find out why Penny's rally preparation is a knockout success.
And the boys get a good hosing down.
Cheers, Pen.
Well, you deserved it.
Is the new Corsa's fancy technology really as big as Vauxhall claim? Well, here's a big car. Let's compare, shall we? Dynamic safety chassis?
Nope.
Wheels further into corners for extra stability?
Nope.
Speed-sensitive power steering?
I don't think so.
Well, what have you got?
Got a hot tub and a minibar.
Yeah, but you'd never get in the garage, would you?
The all-new Corsa, the biggest small car we've ever built.
Right, while he's nipped off to the little boys' room, I'm going to tell you about these Polo Supermints. 4 times as strong as normal Polos.
They freshen up your gob a treat. So much so, in fact, that a full-on snog might be on the cards. Just as long as Milado doesn't find out.
The summer house, Fanny.
Mr. Davisham, it's everything I imagined, yet not what I imagined at all.
One day, Fanny, Thompson holidaymakers will be equally delighted with their accommodation. But Thompson will pride themselves on the honesty of their brochures.
I think I should be deliriously happy on a Thompson holiday. What a curious seat.
It is a courting couch from Rajasthan.
Oh, take me away on a Thompson holiday, you and me, alone.
The tune of 1,000 sitars.
Honest brochures mean your holiday accommodation will be every bit as good as you'd expect, thanks to Thompson.
I'm no one special, but I do like to look and feel my best. I lead a busy life, so I need to get the most of my time here, whether I'm working out or chilling out. And when it comes to relaxing, above all, it has to be fun. I'm no one special, but sometimes.
Holmes Place. A little effort, a great result.
You won't want to switch your home insurance because of all the paperwork.
And your new policy will have to get our approval.
And we'll charge you if you do.
Actually, all it takes is a simple phone call to Direct Line and no hassle. And if you are charged an admin fee, they'll even refund you up to £25. So switch your home insurance to Direct Line now. Call 0845 246 8000 or buy online at directline.com. And remember, you could save yourself up to 30%.
I just love cars.
Take this baby. Alloys, aircon, top-of-the-range stereo, fully loaded. Or this. It's got to be worth at least 30k. No good to me, though. Out of my range, if you know what I mean. Now, this is my sort of car. No alarm, no immobiliser, no steering wheel lock. No problem.
Make your car more secure. Don't give them an easy ride.
Welcome back. Later we'll see if Penny's return to rallying is a mud-busting success. But first, 3 go mad with a jet wash.
It's only the hardened open-top enthusiast who would dare to go down to the shops without a roof on a day like today. So to see how quickly and easily these 3 roofs will go on, I'm going to time Mike and Jason. Are you ready, boys?
Yep.
On your marks. And go.
I bet that hurt.
Come on, you're wasting time.
Well, no, we're discussing it, Pen, as we're going. Now, what happens here, Jay? Wrong way. Wrong way. Right way. That way. Line in there. So you put that in there, right? Slide the roof. Wrong way round. Wrong way round. Come on. You got to pull that nipple.
Hey, steady.
Hey, last time I've done that, I got slapped round the face.
It's a minute already. You'll be soaked. 1 minute, 2 seconds.
Not bad. I mean, you would have got wet. Yeah. Optional hard top as well on this.
Yeah?
Ready? We're going to go for the soft top.
We're going to go for the soft top. Go.
Very, very similar to the Lotus, where you can support the roof with these little...
They've got arrows on here, so they've got to go the right way.
Similar thing. You've got 2 little slots here at the side. Little rockers. Slide them down, twist the roof down, and it's in.
Much easier.
33 seconds.
Half the time of the Lotus.
Well done, Vauxhall.
This one is going to be very interesting because there's a lot of poppers involved, and that's what takes the time. So are you ready? We could be here some time.
I'm going to go to the pub.
Afterwards. Are you ready? Go.
Right, so Dave, you've got to undo these little poppers at the back. In here, you will find a roof. Come on. In here, you'll find a roof. There's no straps, no braces, no nothing. You've got this little cage at the back here that sort of lifts out and it just stays like that. But you have to do that after.
It's a fair weather car, that's for sure.
Right, now you put your little rack up.
Now, I'm going to go for a cup of tea. Do you want to give me a shout when you finish?
Yeah. Oh, and then push it up.
No, now it's all gone pear-shaped. Hold on, rack's got to come down.
I'll go for a cup of tea. I'll see you
Now
later.
it's got to go up further. That's it. No.
That's it. 1 minute, 55 seconds.
Yeah, but it's not finished.
It's not really.
Don't go around the back of the car. Don't go around the back. It's like a saggy old knicker.
The Vauxhall VX220 will keep you sane in the rain with its clip-on hood that took the 2 of us half a minute to fit. Double that time for the fiddly Elise, and for the Caterham, well, you can see why hardened 7 fans drive roof down, whatever the weather.
And if you're thinking that the extra time taken tackling these tops might make these cars more waterproof, well, think again. Our jet wash test showed that the Vauxhall, as well as being the quickest to fit, hardly leaked at all, even under extreme pressure. The Lotus did have 1 or 2 rather worrying gaps, worse luck for the boys. And the Caterham, well, let's just say the outside of the car ended up drier than the inside, even with the roof up properly. But obviously, I had to give it a thorough going over with the hose, just to be sure.
Stop it! Don't go so mad! You're going mental, girl! What's up with you? Look at the state of us! Look! I'm saturated!
In '96, I retired from rallying with the British Ladies Rally Championship under my belt. It was time for a much bigger challenge, motherhood. Now, 5 years on and 2 little girls later, the bug bites again. It's time to go rallying. Of course, saying and doing are 2 very different things, and to take part in the gruelling Network Q Rally of Great Britain, the first thing to do was to get fit.
This is the worst one of all running. It's the best for me, but I hate it.
But it had to be done. The Rally of Great Britain is 3.5 days of practically non-stop driving through very muddy tracks in waterlogged Wales. Any slip in concentration could mean a very serious accident, so driver fitness is paramount.
This is the toughest bit of my preparation.
The day of the rally came, and with it a huge disappointment. As I haven't competed for 5 years, the organisers put me in 119th position to start the rally, a massive handicap as I'd be driving through the ruts made by 118 cars in front of me. But that just made me more determined to prove myself again, and with the help of my co-driver Sue Mi, we made fantastic progress. On the first night stage, we'd made up a massive 64 places. The start is just utterly incredible. I've never had an experience like this in my life. And I'm not surprised, as this is rally champion Colin McRae's ex-Ford Focus. After 84 hours, 11,000 gear changes, 7 spins, 2 minor shunts, we crossed the finishing line in 34th place overall. Not only were we the first women home, we were also the first place British crew and first place journalists. But the achievement I was most proud of is that we were the 10th amateurs to cross the line, with only 24 professional crews ahead of us in probably the toughest competition on the world rally circuit.
But this girl has done, look at this, this is just unbelievable. She's got a season's worth of silverware here for one day.
On 4car.co.uk, you can read a full report of Penny's rip-roaring return to rallying. And if you want to get into motorsport on the cheap and you like the look of this week's Driven 100, then we've got a guide to the best track day cars on a tight budget. You don't need a 911 or even a Caterham 7 to have fun. It's all on 4Car.
It takes a special breed of person to buy one of our stripped-down sports cars.
For a start, they've got to be slightly eccentric, like life in the fast lane, and be happy to squeeze into tight claustrophobic spaces.
So that's why we've set our desirability test here at Harley Quinn's Rugby Club, where tight claustrophobic spaces are a speciality. All right, guys, scrum down.
Oh my God, not cat and mouse chance.
That fits you like a glove, mate.
This is Garrick, everyone. Garrick is the biggest Harley Quinn player by far. Come on, son, squeeze in. Legs down. Drop your bum.
This is what it's like at birth, I think.
It is basic, isn't it?
But yeah, I suppose you're in it, you're just going to drive it.
Yeah.
You're not buying for the boot space either, Sam. No, you're definitely not.
You see, we all play golf, so without adequate space for our golf bags, as Darren just said, it's like golf bags with a girlfriend and the golf bags with every time.
As a second car, I think it'd be good, like if you had a luxury car, and then for going out, just for playing it. Got plenty of power, which is what I like.
Out of the 3 cars, I would take this one as a second car, purely because it would be more fun.
You wouldn't want to live with every day?
No.
I'd probably go for the Lotus, because it's got sort of the most male appeal, I'd say. I think you're going to find girls going to be buying a Vauxhall.
Right, so we've had the short, the tall, the wide and the gigantic in each of our 3 cars. But now it's time for the Harley Quinn's Rugby Club to vote which car they find most desirable. Are you ready, guys? It's time to vote with your feet. Run around now.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Vauxhall, Vauxhall, Vauxhall. Come on.
Big Q by my Caterham. Come on. Right, how many you got, Pen?
I've got 3.
Right, and Jace, how many you got?
8.
And I've just got the 1. So there you have it. It's quite obvious that the Lotus is the most desirable for these guys.
So it's time for the Driven 100. You know the score by now. We're going to start with the Vauxhall and drivability.
Brilliant fun to slide around, really controllable as well. The back end comes out, but it's all quite predictable. I thought it was absolutely fantastic.
It gets a tail-happy 21, and the Lotus is just as much fun.
You can't split it. It's a Rizzler between the 2 of these.
21?
21.
As for the Caterham, it'll bring guaranteed grins to the faces of anyone daft enough to drive it on the track.
But to be fair, they're going to have to take this car to the racetrack on a trailer, because on the public highway, it is just no fun at all, no, especially if it's raining.
So it scores a flawed 15. Now, for desirability.
if you had to go down the pub and say, you know, I bought a Lotus, well, that's quite impressive, but bought a Vauxhall, yeah, so what? So, I mean, ultimately, a Lotus badge is always going to have a bit more pull.
And image is everything. 19 for the Vauxhall, 21 for the Lotus and the Caterham.
It's a unique car, and I think they're for unique people.
Unique or eccentric, whatever, it scores 12. Now, practicality, and none of these cars have much in the way of boot space.
Well, I reckon you could probably just about get an overnight bag in there, but my makeup would never fit in there.
But the VX220 was the best in the hood test, another 12. And the Elise?
This one is tiny. It's taken up by the battery in the boot.
And we got damp pants in the jet wash test, 10 for the Lotus. Now, a special accolade for the Caterham.
This would be the lowest score we've ever given to a category in Driven.
I have no problem with a mobile.
No, I think 2 is generous.
And it only gets that because 2 people can just about fit in it. Now, cost of ownership, and with a hefty 66 pence per mile, the Vauxhall scores a middling 14. The Elise is 8 pence per mile cheaper.
However, unlike the Vauxhall, I would say that there isn't a Lotus garage on every street corner.
But it still gets a reasonable 16. And the Caterham?
If you do invest £24,000 or £17,000 in a Caterham 7, when you come to flog it, you get almost all your money back.
A faithful following means very high second-hand values for the 7, 18.
Now it's checkered flag time for our weekend sports cars.
With a back mark in 47, the Caterham's a pain on the road, but a pleasure on the track. It takes 3rd place.
The VX220 has an image problem. Great car, wrong badge. It comes 2nd with an impressive 66.
In pole position with 68, the new Elise is better than the old one, and that's official.
The Caterham comes in last because as an everyday car, it's too compromised. Now, we can't split the Vauxhall or the Lotus. As sports cars, they're both fantastic, but it's you people who'd rather go for that famous Lotus badge, and that's why it's this week's winner. We'll see you next week.
Next week on Driven, a Super Mini shootout to find out if the rugged Suzuki Ignis and Vauxhall's new Corsa can topple the current title holder, the Toyota Yaris.
And not to be outdone by Penny's rally success, Jason competes in the V8 Supercar Challenge from Australia, the Bathurst 1000. Nice day for a spin, mate.
And once again, if you'd like more information about the subjects covered in Driven, check out the Channel 4 motoring website at 4car.co.uk.
As we all know, the news, documentaries and nature programmes ruin normal telly. That is why Channel 4 has invented a news station called E4, which they say is going to have none of that crap on and be even better than Channel 5. I don't think so. Check me on the first night.